Hi there, my name's Rose Brookes and I'm a university student at the University of South Wales, and this short documentary is about dyslexia and the stigma that may come with it, and maybe a journey about me finally fully accepting myself as a dyslexic. Our screenwriting teacher Shafiq was suggested books to us, and Poetics, that was about Aristotle's work, was one of the recommendations, and he was really encouraging us to read the book. So I bought it, and right now I would jump up and down and thank Shafiq for telling me about this book, because it's given me a wider insight, not only just to how to write a good screenplay, but how to be human and how to accept myself in some ways. The reason I wanted to make this documentary was to just spread awareness out there to people that dyslexia isn't all about the difficulties that we faced. It's so much more than that. I think really the opportunities that were not given to me, like not being able to go into higher classes at school, not being able to actually go to some of my classes because I was pulled out of them to go to special needs classes and everything. I think that was what really frustrated me about having dyslexia, because I was treated like I was, some kind of criminal or some kind of prison inmate or something. Do you think that people with dyslexia are less intelligent?
No, there's some very intelligent people with dyslexia.
Absolutely not.
I say it affects people's intelligence in normal mainstream schools. Where people are normally taught a certain way. So people with dyslexia sometimes don't get that way. And I think people think that people with dyslexia are thick.
Yes.
And they're not.
No, I'm super intelligent. No, we're very creative, I find.
Yeah.
People with dyslexia seem to be more creative. Perhaps that's how the brain works better.
Yeah.
We can see in pictures, I think, rather than in words. So then, of course, the creativity comes that way.
I can remember this one time, actually when we actually first, it was like my first week at secondary school, and I remember going to this class and it was with my friends and everything like that, and I was all happy, and and then I remember halfway through the lesson someone came in and said, "Hi, we need to take Rose," and I was like, "Why? I'm in this class." And they were like, "Oh, you're being transferred." And I was like, "What? Why?" And once I got to my new class, I finally got the answer. They judged me in 1 week so quickly because I had dyslexia. And it was heartbreaking. It was just like, well, what's the point of even coming to school if you're just going to put me in all the lower classes thinking that I won't do any good?
What's your first reaction when you hear the word?
Someone needs help.
Sorry, feeling of that's a pity.
Must be quite complicated for the person.
Frustration, and I feel a bit of pity for them because they get so annoyed by it.
Yeah.
My name is Dr. Rhys Jones. I'm a lecturer and researcher here at Cardiff University. I'm 46 years of age and I'm dyslexic.
I got in contact with him through my film lecturer, and he also has dyslexia, and hopefully we're going to be discussing both of our experiences of dyslexia.
Hello, Rose. Nice to meet you.
Meeting me.
Yeah, not at all. Should we take a seat over here? I think on discovering that I was dyslexic, it was just pure relief. I think some people get quite upset when they find out they're dyslexic. They keep it to themselves. They don't want to talk about it. For me, I was just very, very happy. I was able to find out that actually I was completely normal. My general view on dyslexia is that it's not completely and fairly recognised. So many people, when you coin the word dyslexia, will think of somebody perhaps of low IQ, a little bit slow, slow at reading, perhaps even challenging to teach or lecture to. But they haven't identified the positive traits, those wonderful heightened awarenesses, spatial awareness, being able to pick up on tiny little behavioural cues, being able to join the dots and work outside of the box. Thinking back, has dyslexia ever held me back from doing anything that I wanted to do? Certainly in my younger days, I was forced out of school at the age of 16. I wasn't told about A-levels. And I find also when I'm working abroad, so I've worked in Kenya for about the last 20 years, I find it much easier to be able to track animals, understand what animals are going to do. So not much of a disability there, only advantages.
It's actually really interesting because I've actually self-published 2 of my own novels online. And the first novel that I wrote, I actually started writing in the midst of my English exam, my GCSE English exam. And I was so, when I was writing the story that the exam told me to write, I was so like into it. As soon as I got home, I started continuing writing it and everything. And it was like the change of my life. I truly hope this has changed your perspective on the aspect of dyslexia. But either way, thanks for coming on this journey with me. I couldn't have done it without you guys.